What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to King Wally, and we're finally back with the long-anticipated Gojo versus Makima death battle. If you saw my last video, I did the teaser for it. But who y'all got? Before I even start, I already told y'all I'm Team Gojo off the rip. Like, just because I know more about him. I've seen her a little bit in Chainsaw Man. Speaking of which, how y'all feel about Chainsaw Man? Like, the animation was great, but like, as a show as a whole, I need to catch up on the manga, but personally, it hasn't like resonated with me like that. But besides that, without further ado, let's get into the video.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp and HelloFresh. Satoru Gojo, Jujutsu Kaisen Sorcerer Sensei.
Makima, Chainsaw Man's head of Tokyo Public Safety.
These two paranormal mentors are so strong that they change the very worlds they exist in.
He's wielding an boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Japan, December 7th, 1989. Satoru Gojo was born, and the world changed.
And in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, invisible, cursed spirits born from negativity
That's my
threaten
dogs.
humanity.
So it's up to the Jujutsu sorcerers to do battle with them.
And what better way to
I
learn
see that
a
fight
trade
scene
than
with
to
Gojo
sign
just
up for
beating
Tokyo
Black Man?
Jujutsu High.
Like,
At this institution.
let me not be that person that talks over the video, but that Gojo beating that Black Man was personal. I don't care what nobody said. That ass whooping meant something to somebody.
A sorcerer will learn to harness their cursed energy, or the spiritual manifestation of intense emotion.
It's like Ki, but if Ki desperately needed therapy.
With it, sorcerers can boost their physicality and perform devastating curse techniques. Anything from voodoo dolls to swapping places with mere claps.
And lucky for humanity, Satoru Gojo's the best sensei.
I keep saying this man's tall. This guy's a tall, like a 6'3". Like, no wonder he was playing basketball.
Could ask for.
Gojo isn't just the best, he's known as the strongest. His very birth forced the strength of curses to exponentially rise. Like witnessing a world record get broken, cursed society shifted to match the might of Gojo's presence.
As a kid, Gojo knew he was the shit. He mastered the art of the riz, the hoops, and the curse murdering, all alongside Suguru Geto, his sorcerer BFF.
Together, they planned on changing Jujutsu society for the better.
And if anyone could do it, Gojo could. Thanks to his bloodline, he got one of the most busted anime powers ever, Limitless.
Limitless grants Gojo a nigh-perfect defense by actualizing the very concept of infinity.
It creates an infinite space around himself, stopping anything coming his way. The dude is literally untouchable.
Kind of. Gojo tailored Limitless to automatically detect an object's mass and velocity. As the difference between himself and an object decreases, Limitless halves the object's velocity. It's like Zeno's paradox.
Think of it this way. If you're trying to get from point A to point B, first you gotta go halfway, then you gotta go another halfway, then another and another, and so on. With Limitless, you'll never arrive.
That's
just like my alimony payments.
Hence, infinity. Yeah, it might sound complicated, but it basically creates a spatial force field around Gojo at all times.
Techniques on this level would burn out other sorcerers in seconds.
I want to know what animation style they're going to use for this video.
Come in. They let him see and near perfectly control cursed energy at the atomic level. So he'll basically never run out of juice in a fight. He isn't just built different, he was born different.
Six Eyes and Limitless gave Gojo the power to manipulate space itself. Gojo's Lapse Blue technique attracts and condenses space into singularities. With Reversal Red, Gojo does the opposite, repelling space. Think push and pull. But you may be asking, how does one accomplish this with cursed energy? With math! Curses!
Yeah.
Exactly! Cursed energy is typically negative, like with blue, but when multiplied by itself, negative cursed energy becomes positive, creating red.
Oh, strawberry and blueberry.
Mathematician, whoever
What
created this
happens
show.
when you combine a positive and a negative?
Grape?
Zero! By combining Reversal Red and Lapse Blue, Gojo creates Hollow Purple, an enormous ball of curse energy that literally applies the concept of zero to an opponent, crushing and repelling them into nothing.
Gojo's a walking cursed Swiss Army knife, levitation, teleportation,
with a
even
bite in it.
expanding Limitless to fry his enemies. Gojo can also use positive energy to heal humongous wounds, and he's constantly refreshing his brain with it 24/7 to keep up with all of this.
Still, there's one technique that costs more cursed energy than anything else in a sorcerer's
Domain
repertoire.
expansion.
Every sorcerer is born with an innate domain, a mental world shaped by their mind and heart.
Add cursed energy to it, and these domains can be manifested physically, a technique called domain expansion.
Every sorcerer worth their salt needs one, and you know damn well Gojo has the scariest, unlimited void. You get caught in this, your ass is grass.
Exposure to unlimited void overloads your consciousness with a stream of infinite information. A mere fifth of a second of exposure can leave a normal person in a vegetated state for months.
Too
That's
bad it requires
different.
so much energy you can only do it like once a day. Oh wait, except for Gojo, who has done it multiple times in a row. Thanks again, Six Eyes.
Quite frankly, Gojo was getting so strong that the axis of the Jujutsu world began to turn on him. Like the meta of a fighting game defined by one broken character, he defined the hierarchy of power in the
That was me and
world.
Omega
He
Shinron
alone
and
was
Tekkaichi
the
3.
honored one.
Yeah, I
His
know
mere
about
presence
Omega
can cause
Shinron. He
earthquakes.
was a
He outran
body
sonic
nigga.
explosions and applied cursed energy within a microsecond.
Gojo has been repeatedly stated by many to be the strongest sorcerer there is.
That includes his ex-student Hikari, who can dodge lightning, or this little volcano-headed curse, Jogo, the embodiment of humanity's fear of fire, who can bring down city-shattering meteors, and Gojo kicked his ass with zero effort.
But strength alone was not enough to fix his cursed world. When Geto rejected Jujutsu Society to forge his own justice,
Dark nigga.
Gojo's philosophy changed. Instead of doing everything himself, he would teach a new generation of sorcerers to carry the torch when he could not.
It's all about setting an example.
man.
If it means a world where his companions can stand
Hard.
shoulder to shoulder
That
as
you got
equals,
me.
who
He's
cares
got
if
me
he's
one of the
gotta show
coldest
up a bit?
intros ever. Gojo. Ah, time for this shorty. I'm all for shorties. She winning, so if she wins, then sure. Well, I just need to see her stats. I want to see, does it make sense for her to win?
Quick and easy meals and 15-minute
But
meals
if
are
her
a
stats
godsend.
aren't that
If
nice,
you want
and
farm
she
fresh
pulls an upset,
pre-portioned
I'm gonna be
ingredients delivered
tight.
right to your doorstep, go with HelloFresh. You can make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable.
Fall is here, so kickstart a new fall routine with HelloFresh. They'll do all the meal planning and
I'm not watching this.
Snacks and time-saving dinners. HelloFresh.
plus 15%. The end times, run away!
Calm down, there's no reason to panic. It's just that in the world of Chainsaw Man, devils exist, and your fear makes them stronger. Never mind. Panic.
Remember that spider you shrieked at, or the last time you cut yourself dicing onions? Now the spider and knife devils are the monstrous products of your nightmares, and they hate you specifically.
The fearsome Gun Devil stood as the epitome of terror and destruction, and was
Gun
responsible for a countless loss of lives. But a group was
Well, then
formed
again,
to
it's kind of
combat
OP
it and
because
the
if he
other devils
can,
that plagued
you see, I don't
humanity,
know too
the
much about
Devil
this show.
Hunters.
But if the gun devil can transform to any gun, like he's not limited to a specific gun, that is kind of
Live
OP.
in Japan and got yourself a pesky zombie problem? It's time to call the 4th Division of the Public Safety Devil Extermination.
A government-funded devil hunter unit led by a stone-cold vixen, Makima.
She's dressed like Columbo with a blank stare and a sadistic streak. She's been in the game for a while and just found herself a new prize.
The union of man and pet devil dog, Denji, the Chainsaw Man. Upon meeting him, she gave him a choice. Live under her as a human dog or die by her hand as a devil.
Sounds sketch, but Denji's brain was set to teenage boy and Makima's
I'm happy because
Short
he's
order,
not.
Makima
He's
got a new
OP,
pet.
but he's not
Makima
OP.
may seem
Like there's
terrifying at
people way
first,
stronger
but
than
she
him.
is a dog lover and a cinephile. Though you'd be ill-advised to mess with her.
He's
Sure,
creepy
for her
as shit,
position,
though.
you'd expect her to know how to defend herself. Martial arts here, swordplay there, but devil hunters like Makima become real threats when they make contracts with devils. A classic Faustian bargain. Give something of yourself. The devil gives you power.
She can call death upon anyone she chooses through a complicated ritual and even survive being shot through the head.
Because,
so
as they
crazy.
say in the devil hunter world, you need your screws loose to
They
live.
better teach
She
me
might
what
have
she
more than a
knows.
few screws
'Cause I
loose
don't know
because,
anything
in
that much about the
actuality,
manga.
Makima is a devil herself.
Ah.
There's no way this
There we
clearly
go.
evil character could
That's
be
a
a
spoiler
villain
for
in
me.
disguise.
The Japanese government has been keeping a close eye on Makima ever since she was born. Rightfully so. She isn't some F-tier scrub like the Bat or Leech Devils. She's the Control Devil, embodying humanity's collective fear of the oppressor. In a way, she's even more terrifying than the Gun Devil.
Makima can exert absolute mental control over any creature she views as inferior to her, which is
That is
basically everyone. People,
different.
animals, even other devils become puppets under her command. She can even hijack their senses to listen and see whatever she wants.
As a devil, Makima's far stronger, faster, and more durable than the average person.
Plus, her metabolism lets her slam down as many beers as she wants to. So, Makima, if you're into countlessly divorced alcoholic rednecks, you know who to call.
By drinking blood,
That's
she can
different.
heal her injuries. And her sense of smell is so potent that it can spot targets from over 300 miles away.
Not only can she control your mind, but your
Okay,
body
so she's
too with
not
telekinesis. She can mess up your internal organs or blow you away with finger guns.
Oh,
She doesn't
no,
shoot you with
about
invisible
Gojo, no
bullets.
more, I
She
ain't gonna
points
lie.
at you and then a wound just happens out of nowhere.
You
She
know-
controls all sorts of things with
If y'all know what I'm talking, I'm gonna put the clip.
Bang. 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 Bang.
But y'all know what anime I'm talking about.
these ghostly chains that stab her victims. Once they're hooked, they're easier to control.
Makima has plenty of devils in her collection. There's the massive Fox Devil, the Future Devil for precognition, and a ton of devils that exist just to stab you.
But I'm definitely all about the blow shit up devil, the undead party devil, the flamethrower devil, and the unholy matrimony that's the angel devil, which will make you see God before you die.
After about the 20th
different.
time, seeing God gets kind of old. Anyway, like other devils, Makima can form contracts with people to give them power.
But unlike other devils, her
other
control
devils?
powers allow her to force people into contracts that exclusively benefit her.
Like when she forced Japan's prime minister into a contract that states, and I quote, any attack made on her will be changed into appropriate illnesses or accidents among Japanese citizens.
What?
The verbiage of Makima's contract is worded specifically so that she quickly heals from any damage that is perceived to be an attack, transferring said damage to some poor random citizen of Japan.
Oh
Man,
my
imagine
God.
like taking a shit and Makima gets hit and whoops, guess you're wiping at the pearly gates.
With these abilities and contracts, Makima set out to create the world
I'm
that
not
she
gonna lie, I'm
wanted.
not
more
feeling
pain,
confident no more.
No more bad movies. The world would be perfect, but she needed the Chainsaw Devil to do so, who just so happened to be living as Denji's heart.
Yep, that cute doggo is actually the Chainsaw Devil. Oh, talk about shitty luck, kid.
In the depths of hell, Makima watched in awe as the Chainsaw Devil literally ate devils and eradicated plagues from existence. Because of the Chainsaw Devil, in this world, concepts like nuclear bombs, HIV, and even Nazis do not exist.
He literally ate the concept of Nazis out of existence.
However, as Makima didn't see Denji or the Chainsaw Devil as beneath her, she could not directly control him. She needed to manipulate him. So she decided to build Denji up and then tear him down as cruelly as possible.
First, she murdered Denji's found family one by one.
Then she made Chainsaw
What the
Man into
hell?
a public hero, stripping him of the power devils receive by being feared.
Oh, so she could control her precious Chainsaw
What the-
Devil
I'm
and make
getting
him
spoiled
press backspace on
crazy.
anything she didn't like.
Her
What?
telekinetic
Whoa.
bangs shot the Chainsaw Devil out of orbit, and they stalemated the Darkness Devil, which embodies humanity's greatest fears.
Makima's stronger than devils like the Bomb Devil, who can easily blow up buildings, or the Typhoon Devil, which made city-spanning storms.
And while fighting the Gun Devil fragment, this large behemoth moved over 300 miles in a few seconds.
She was pretty much unbeatable, though ultimate power can make it pretty lonely at the top.
Makima's quest may have been to make the world a better place through domination, but the truth she was never willing to admit to herself was that she really wanted to understand human emotion. After all, you can't control someone and love them at the same time.
Too bad she never quite found the answer she was looking for when the Chainsaw Man defeated her once and for all by cutting her to pieces, cooking her into a 7-course feast, and fucking ate her?
Believe it or not, the love Makima tried to understand was her undoing. Despite the hell she put him through, Denji still loved Makima in his own way. So the act of devouring her was its own act of love and did not count as an attack, bypassing her immortality.
Completely batshit insane. That's Chainsaw Man for you.
That
Who knows,
is
Wiz? Eventually, the
crazy.
Control Devil will come back, though it won't be Makima.
While her path back to hell was paved with good intentions, in the world of devils, it's no surprise that Makima came so close to her ideal future.
That is crazy. I'm not gonna
This
lie, I
episode
might have to watch
sponsored by
Chainsaw Man
BetterHelp.
after this. Not
Have you
gonna
ever
lie,
felt that
like,
your own brain is getting
not
in your way?
watch it,
And
I have
I'm
to
not just
read
talking
it.
about maniacal super geniuses
This
like
is
myself.
different.
This can apply to anyone.
Definitely.
Therapy.
But first, a couple of rules for a unique fight like this one.
We'll be considering curses and devils to be comparable beings to avoid arbitrary terminology in their power systems that might make this fight incompatible. We will also consider Gojo and Makima citizens of the same Japan to balance it out.
It's time for a death battle!
I'm not gonna lie, Makima is kind of looking like who can win right now. I ain't gonna hold you unless he can completely eradicate right here, but it's gonna be an attack. Yeah, I'm still gonna stay with my dogs though, but shit.
Love this part. Could have been some flicks right about now. But gotta kill you instead. Can't just let a curse do as they please.
No talking during the movie.
Curse technique lapse. Womp womp.
What I'm saying, someone else died as OP.
Careful. I could have died, but that much won't matter to you soon.
Don't worry. I'm Satoru Gojo, the strongest.
Confident, strong, and idiotic. We'll be sure to write it on your tombstone. Calm.
She got every devil's power.
I
This is
hope we don't
crazy.
kill you too quickly.
I should be good, since you're so weak.
Bang. Bang! Bang! Bang!
There's no
Now,
way Gojo's won.
be a good boy and play dead.
God damn.
Should I bark too? I'm getting really tired of your pets. Domain expansion. Unlimited void. Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one.
Hey!
Do you think that place is offering discounted tickets or too soon? Yeah, I'll order it.
Gojo and Makima
My
were
dogs
complicated
won.
to compare. On the
That's what I'm
surface level,
saying.
Gojo had a lot going for him.
It's no surprise, given that his reputation in Jujutsu Kaisen is that of its pinnacle. At least it was.
First of all, it's unlikely Makima would see Gojo as inferior to her, in a similar way to how she saw Denji. So she wouldn't be able to immediately control Gojo.
Gojo's birth caused a giant shift in the world of curses. Plenty of people have recognized that after only seeing him once. Being better than everyone is literally literally Gojo's thing.
Plus, Gojo automatically refreshes his brain with positive cursed energy 24/7. Even if Makima could control him, it wouldn't last very long.
Gojo was obviously stronger too. The best feat we can compare Makima to is the Typhoon Devil's Storms, but that's nothing compared to the meteor created by Jogo, who is leagues below Gojo in strength.
However, considering she reacted to the Gun Devil fragment, Makima would actually be a bit faster, though she would need to be able to get past Limitless for her speed to matter.
Makima had more devils than you can shake a fin at, but most were rendered moot against Limitless. Knives,
I don't
fire,
care, my
bombs,
dog's
zombies,
won.
it's all stuff Gojo's dealt with before, and with zero issues.
And Gojo could easily wipe out her demonic crowd with red and blue whenever he wanted to.
The future devil could clue her in on anything nasty coming her way, but that wouldn't last forever. Plus, with Gojo's 6 eyes and teleportation, she had zero opportunities to break away and set up her instant kill moves.
But Gojo would obviously lose if he couldn't permanently kill Makima. Six Eyes couldn't inform him of Makima's contract with the Prime Minister, and eventually one of Gojo's attacks could cause his death instead, even if it took a while.
And Makima did have
Oh,
a way
shit,
past
that's
Limitless
true.
with her finger guns. Makima
is
could land
true.
attacks directly on Gojo's body, meaning there's no projectile for Limitless to detect and infinitely slow down.
Though when they did land, Gojo's healing ensured that he repaired his body quickly.
On the flip side, Makima didn't have a counter to Gojo's domain expansion. Unlimited Void overloads its target with unlimited information. It's not really an attack.
You could call it an attack on the senses, but even if she could transfer it to other Japanese citizens, she still could not escape an infinite amount of information.
We can compare this to the Doll Devil, who was defeated by a technique similar to Unlimited Void.
Despite being able to transfer her mind across a large number of hosts, the Doll Devil was still trying to transfer infinite information across finite people. Even with all of Japan as mental meat shields, Makima would still be overwhelmed.
Wait, doesn't that mean Gojo just unintentionally killed basically everyone in Japan?
Don't think about it.
That's
Gojo
true.
is immune to his own unlimited void, so he was still unaffected.
Good for him. The moment Unlimited Void landed, Makima would be stuck, opening her up for a good old hollow purple.
Her contract isn't perfect. Makima only ever regenerated as long as there was some mass to come back from.
But hollow purple disintegrates anything it touches to zero. Literally, there's no way she was regenerating from that.
Sure, control as a concept will always exist, but a reincarnation of the Control Devil isn't Makima. This was one of the craziest fights we've ever had. However, with Gojo's raw power, broken counters, and unbelievably busted Limitless, Makima lost control over this fight.
Makima thought she had Gojo by the ball and chain, but in the end, she was left hollow.
The winner is Satoru Gojo. Thanks for watching, and hey, are you a Death Battle member? We've got a ballot going on right now where members get to choose a matchup for the next season.
Well, I was right, and thank y'all for tuning in. Who did you guys have? If y'all was against Gojo, then y'all lost. Hold that. But I'll catch y'all in the next reaction.